Hey guys, it's Shaan, and today I'm going to be reviewing the iPhone 11 Pro Max. So make sure to stick around all the way to the end to see my final thoughts on it. So taking a look at the actual iPhone itself over here, we can see the nice gold iPhone 11 Pro Max in the 256 variant. On the box, you see the gold color with iPhone towards the side, 256 gigabytes on the back. A little bit more information on it, practically just a little bit of cautious. Opening up the box itself is really simple. The first thing you get is the iPhone, seeing those three cameras to the back, and it looks really nice. It is a gold color all around glass, really nice. As you can see, the front doesn't really seem much different from the previous models all the way up to the 10, but other than that, the back looks completely different, and I will get more onto this into the review. But the next item in the box is the Designed by Apple in California little package in there. What comes with the little quick start guide, what has the English and French versions of the quick start guide, plus the famous Apple stickers, what is always nice to have. The next thing in the box is the EarPods. Now, since the iPhone doesn't have a headphone jack, it does use the Lightning earbuds. What is really good, it's still a pretty decent option to just carry around if you always need. It works, it's great, and it's compatible at least. Now, the one thing what I do like to say is that it does come with a USB Type-C to Lightning cable, what I am super excited about, and with the 18-watt charger. What is amazing to see that Apple actually included this, as they never included it before, and for the Pro and Pro Max versions they do have it, what is amazing. And on this Pro Max we do have it. What is always great to have the fast charging without having to go out and buy the actual adapter. Now, the iPhone 11 Pro Max screen comes with a 6.5-inch Super Retina XDR OLED screen. What is really nice, towards the back, it is completely glass with those three cameras, the power button to the side, the volume rockers, and the mute switch to the other side, the lightning jack and speakers towards the bottom with the microphone over there, nothing towards the top. What is always cool, the front camera, the headphone grill towards the top, and the Face ID sensors are all towards the top in that notch that is obviously still there with the same front design. Booting it up is, as always, pretty cool. The phone itself is IP68 dust and water resistant. What is always cool, has a nano SIM and electronic eSIM card. It has Apple's latest A13 chip and their Apple GPU with iOS 13 already installed, what is great. It has 256 gigabytes with 4 gigabytes of RAM. What is always really good, especially with iOS's software, you know you won't ever have to worry about it. It also has an almost 4,000 milliamp hour battery to last you 1 or if you do 2 days, depending on your usage. Now, one of the first things that I did notice, as the new iPhone 11s do not have 3D touch, what I was quite surprised, but long pressing on any of the icons will simulate the exact same thing. But it was pretty interesting to see that it was actually removed from all new iPhones. Now over here, I'm just going through the actual iPhone application, seeing how snappy the actual system is, and it actually is really quick with the A13 chip, and everything works. Now, I know this isn't really intensive, but this could be what you are doing on a daily basis, so this is a pretty good representation of how the iPhone reacts. And again, with 4 gigabytes of RAM, you could do quite a lot, especially on iOS. Now, 256 gigabytes means you can install as many apps as you could really go, but it's mainly used for photos and videos, and the screen looks just amazing. Once again, over here, long pressing does simulate like a 3D touch, and the screen gets really bright, what I was actually pleasantly surprised on. Again, you have the volume buttons like normal over here, but you do have the volume rockers to the left side, but that is for media, what is always great. You also have the silent switch too, what is always nice to have. But other than that, everything else is pretty quick. Now here again, I'm going through all the apps again, just seeing how quick the phone is, and once again, I was pleasantly surprised. But the main point of the phone and the biggest difference other than everything else is the actual camera quality. Now the iPhone 11 Max Pro comes with 3 cameras towards the back. The first one being a 12 megapixel f1.8 wide camera. The second one is also a 12 megapixel but at f2.0 telephoto camera, and the third one is another 12 megapixel at f2.4 but it is a ultra wide camera. Now it does have quad LED dual tone flash with HDR, and again towards the back it can record all the way up to 4K at 60 frames per second. Now for the front camera, it's a 12 megapixel at f2.2 with HDR and can record up to 4K at 60 frames per second. Also, what is always pretty cool to have that ability to record at 4K both on the front and the back, what definitely opens up more options to like vlogging styles, what is pretty cool. Now, the cameras have so many different options, especially for the portrait mode, what is pretty cool, being able to change the blur with the background. And over here, I'm going to show you a couple of photos of how all 3 cameras work and the blur, how the colors are, the differences between each and every single camera, so you get a better sense of how wide the cameras are. And I'm going to just show it to you guys right now. So the first image is just the normal one camera that it just shows off. This is what you would normally take, and this is the ultra wide version of it. So this is from the exact same reference point. Over here, I'm showing you little minion over here at a normal standpoint, and then 2 times zoom inside of it. And then again, we'll get a wider angle right over here, what looks completely different. So it really changes the field of view, especially if you're in an outdoor area. Now for the front camera, it is pretty good. It's pretty wide, so you can get a group photo or whatever you want, but it's definitely great. Now, one of the last things, other than the 18-watt charger, you can also Qi wireless charge this device, what is always great and very convenient if you do want to. But if you do go ahead and plug it in, you can get 50% in just 30 minutes, what is great. Obviously, in wireless charging, you will not get that, but it's always a good option to have such quick charging. Like 50% in 30 minutes is absolutely amazing just to have, especially since it will last you like half a day, what is definitely great. Now overall, the iPhone 11 Pro Max is definitely a great phone, and the cameras just make it a very good selling point, to be honest. With the Apple A13 chips and all of those cameras, all the features that the iPhone really has over here, I definitely can see why this year is definitely a great year to go ahead and purchase the iPhone 11 Pro or the Pro Max. Again, if you do want to go ahead and get the 11, it is also great. It just doesn't come with all of the stuff that the Pro and the Pro Max does, but definitely the Pro Max, I would definitely recommend it, as it is really, really good. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did like the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Also, make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe and turn on post notifications to see exactly when I post a new video. Feel free to share it with your family and friends. I hope you guys all have a great day, and I'll see you guys in my next video.